Hey guys, it's Celestia, and first of all, Happy New Year. I'd say that I hope 2021 is better than 2020, but I honestly don't think it could possibly be any worse, so the only way to go from here is up, I guess. Anyway, before we get on to what you're all here to hear about, first, I'm excited to announce that I'm doing my very first giveaway. I recently tried out the Vike S640 tablet, which is what I used to make the art in this video, actually, and it's genuinely fantastic. It's very small, which I thought would be a downside at first, but once I actually whipped it out and started using it, I realized that not only is that not the case, it's so light that I can maneuver it any way that I want while I'm drawing. So I can be sprawled out like a man-spreading cat taking up 90% of my bed and still hold my tablet comfortably and draw that way. And obviously that's great in and of itself, but it was also a blessing for my back, because I could lean back properly and hold the tablet up with my hand without it inevitably aching within half an hour. It's got everything you need, the drivers were easy to find and install, and I didn't have to mess around to get everything working like I have with so many tablets in the past. It's user-friendly, it's straight up super minimalistic and pretty, which is important to me because, to be completely honest, I'm a slave to aesthetics. And best of all, it can be yours. All you have to do is comment, "Anime was a mistake," to be entered to win this blessed little tablet. And on February 1st, I'll assign every comment a number and pick a winner with a random number generator. I'll contact the winner through YouTube, unless their original comment specified that they'd rather be contacted elsewhere, and we'll arrange the details from there. I'll cover shipping, so don't worry about charges for that. And a little more technical info here for anyone interested. 1, if the winner does not respond within 72 hours of me contacting them, I will pick another winner. 2, this tablet has been used, but literally only the once for the making of this piece, because I don't want to give away a product without knowing its quality first. Since then, it's been sanitized thoroughly and returned to its original packaging exactly as it was received. So if you want a rad tablet for free to start off your new year, enter it in the comments below. I'm really excited to be doing this, and I hope you guys are too. Alright, before we get on to the actual topic, as always, let's talk about the art. I've been really into streetwear aesthetics lately, especially stuff with a more minimalistic look, limited color palette, flat colors, that kind of stuff. So I wanted to try it out properly for myself with this piece, which is Duchess Celestia herself. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out, and I think I'll be doing more in this style in the future. Also, I know I said I'd include the speed paint of the last apparel design in this video, but that'll be in next week's, don't worry. Anyway, today's topic, as voted for on Twitter, is one that I've really wanted to talk about with everything going on in the art community lately, and that's my problems with the art community. While my first pet peeve here is largely specific to the art commentary community on YouTube based on recent events, I will get into other problems that apply to a wider range of artists after that, so stick around. I'll leave a timestamp in the description if you want to skip past the YouTube specific stuff too. So, the art commentary community. I'm sure most of you have been very aware of the chaos of what's been going on in the art community lately, but if you're not, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be getting into it here. Like I said when I started this channel, I'm not here to actually involve myself in drama or participate in callouts or cancellings, so I won't mention anything specific about anyone involved for the duration of the video, or even what happened. But you don't need to know what's happened to understand my first problem with the art community, and that's the drama. The art community has become more drama than art. It's like the beauty community now. If you look at the majority of art commentary channels, it's genuinely difficult to find a popular one that hasn't gained traction and risen to the top by jumping on the T bandwagon. Their content and their art is fantastic, mind you, but it's not what got them where they are. And I don't mean that as an insult towards these creators themselves, to be clear, which I'll get into more in a minute. But drama, in my opinion, is the lowest form of entertainment that creators can offer, because the most significant aspect of the content itself is just shitting on other people, rather than trying to solve the problems brought to light or bring about positive change. To be clear here, I don't mean commentary videos, I mean drama videos. And the difference to me is that commentary videos establish facts without bias or disrespect and explain current events, whereas drama videos are emotional, angry callouts that serve less to spread information and more to be inflammatory and aggressive and malicious. Commentary videos, to me, exist to elaborate upon news for the convenience and benefit of others, and drama videos exist to further the drama and get views. When I say that drama is the lowest form of entertainment, I exclusively mean the latter, so please don't take this as an insult to commentary altogether. I mean, that's what this is, so who am I to judge? But these drama videos just pander to people's desire to gossip for the sake of gossiping, usually at the expense of everyone involved, and that's largely what the art community on YouTube has devolved into lately. Not that it hasn't had its share of that in the past, but it's so prolific now that it's impossible to ignore. And my biggest problem with this isn't the creators involved in these scandals either. What pisses me off the most are the tens of videos made by people who weren't even involved, that just want to jump on the bandwagon and yell about the latest person who fucked up. They have nothing to actually add to the situation. They have no new insights to offer. They're just saying the same things over and over and over again. And I do get where they're coming from. It can feel almost therapeutic to get your anger out to a bunch of people who are angry at the same stuff. And it's tempting to make a video about something that everyone's talking about and interested in. But it reminds me of a conversation I had recently, where I was talking to a group of people and we were very heatedly ranting about something political. It wasn't a debate or an argument. I mean, we were all on the same side of the issue. We were just ranting about it because we were all pissed off about it. But a friend of mine made me think when he essentially popped in and said that we literally all already had the same opinion about this thing, so what's really to be gained from getting ourselves pissed off by ranting about it? And he was completely right, and that is very, very applicable here. After these dramas and scandals are brought to light and the actual facts are shared, 700 videos will still come out ranting about the same shit without actually contributing anything to the discussion, just because everyone wants to be angry together about the same thing more than they actually want a resolution to the problem. And as good as it can feel to get that out in the moment, it's not healthy and it doesn't accomplish anything. But let's talk about the creators involved instead, because I said they weren't my problem and I stand by that. I cannot blame any channel that does this, even if they are sharing their side of what happened in an inflammatory or aggressive way or dragging it out needlessly, because that's the standard. Ultimately, if people want to be heard and they want their channel to succeed, they need to give the people what they want, and the people almost always prefer negativity to positivity. Hell, I made this video because it's what you guys voted for on Twitter, and it won in a landslide vote against a lot of less negative topic options. And as such, I'm the last person who can judge creators who give their audiences negativity because it's what they want to hear. My problem with this part of the art community is the audience that has made this the standard. I'm guilty of this myself, but I found it pretty helpful to ask myself, why do I want to watch this drama video before I actually click it? Do I want to hear about what's going on and learn the facts? Or do I know the facts already and I'm just mad about them and want to hear other people that are mad about it rant about it? If it's the latter, I'm making myself angry all over again for no reason. I'm needlessly drowning myself in pointless negativity. I'm gaining nothing positive, and I'm contributing to the exact shitty culture of drama for drama's sake that I just criticized. The art community, just like the rest of the internet, is obsessed with cancel culture and mob mentalities, and sometimes I have to take a step back and remove myself from it, because I really do hate it, and the last thing I want to do is contribute to it. There's such a market for linear, one-sided narratives where one person is the good guy and one person is the bad guy, and the truth is that that's just never how it is. And it's on us as an audience, as much as it's on creators, to change that focus to the truth. And I'm lumping myself in largely with the audience here, because I'm a very small creator, and as such, I think it's time for us to take responsibility for the part that we play in making these inflammatory, malicious videos so successful. I think that both creators and audiences need to try to find a balance in which we can spread news and information about the art community, while also keeping that information objective, truthful, respectful, and well-intentioned, rather than weaponizing it against others. So, some advice, because I'm just that omniscient and perfect. If you're making these videos, please try to keep your emotions from clouding the facts. Please be objective. Please don't be unnecessarily cruel or insulting. And overall, just make it clear that you're trying to bring awareness to the situation, rather than spread hate about it. And if you're watching these videos, please try to do your own research, only trust proven facts, and take everything else with a grain of salt. Develop your own opinion rather than adopting someone else's. And above all else, remember that the people involved are just people. Even if they've done really shitty things, I mean, obviously excluding map screamers and the like, you need to take a step back and see them as human beings, not just public figures. It's easy to both idolize and demonize a creator because of the disconnect between who they are and what they show of themselves, as well as the divide between creator and audience. But they're just people, and people have flaws and make mistakes. You have every right to stop supporting them if you disagree with something they've done, but there's no excuse for sending them hate and treating them horribly, which I've seen so much of lately. Alright, so moving past the art commentary community, let's move on to my problems with the art community as a whole. And a big one is the competitive and jealous nature of a lot of the people in it. And to be clear before I get into it, this is another thing that I'm guilty of feeling, so I do get it. But I am working very hard to get past it. Artists so frequently judge each other from a place of envy. They'll hate on artists with huge followings for not deserving it, whether that be because they think they just got lucky, they think their art isn't good enough, they think they didn't work hard for it, whatever. But 90% of the time, I honestly don't think that they even believe those criticisms. I think they're just envious and so discouraged by their own struggles to succeed in the art world that these criticisms are more of an outlet for that than they are genuine belief. And I would know, I've been there. I'm still there sometimes, and I'm actively trying to get past it. I know that it can be crushing to see someone you feel isn't as skilled of an artist as you doing better than you, but insulting or resenting them isn't gonna make that easier. When it comes down to it, no one deserves anything. No one is entitled to anything. And every successful artist is where they are because they worked hard for it. It won't do anyone any good to put others down for having what you don't, and it makes me so sad to see how common it is to do that anyway. My next gripe with the art community is actually the complete opposite of negativity and insults, and that's the endless positivity. I mean people who only give artists compliments, and never anything constructive, honest, or real, the yes men of the art community. If you shit out a 5-minute doodle and hear nothing but, it's a masterpiece.
It's a one-way street.
Wrong way, down a one-way street.
I sold 30-40.
What's up?
What was that?
What was what?
That song?
What song? Oh, that, I don't know, just a wee song I made up.
You made that up?
Aye.
It's beautiful.
If your friends think that your wrong way down a one-way street is God's work, they aren't being honest with you, and they aren't helping you. And obviously I'm not saying you should give artists unsolicited criticism if they don't want it, but artists can't grow if they're only ever told that they're perfect. So please don't give compliments you don't mean, and please don't just spew an endless stream of exclusively praise regardless of the content you're actually praising.
Wrong way, down a one-way street.
That's my boy.
You're right. It is beautiful.
Your father would be proud.
And to be clear, a lot of artists are guilty of the same thing. Many expect and accept only praise, and they seek it out a lot. I totally understand wanting to be told that something you worked really hard on is good, but if you're responding to genuine critiques or advice with nothing but hostility and aggression, you're not helping them or yourself. You won't grow or improve, you'll drive away people who truly just wanted to help, and the people you'll be left with are just the people I mentioned above, who offer nothing but fake compliments. My last problem with the art community is how unbelievably divided it is about almost everything. There are a million divisive opinions about every single aspect of art, and they're all completely black and white and intolerant of each other. This art isn't real art, fine art is superior, digital art is cheating, drawing this thing this way is wrong, and so on. But everyone seems to think that there's only one right opinion on these things, like opinions can even be objectively correct. And so many people are so quick to say that anyone who disagrees is garbage. And my favorite pet peeve with these correct opinions is when someone will talk about their unpopular art opinions and then list 50 opinions that everyone has already accepted as the correct ones. I don't know why the art community is so gatekeepy with the opinions that people have to have in order to be accepted, or why everything is so black and white. But the truth is that most things are gray. No one can objectively define what is or isn't art, what is good or bad. I mean, art is art. Let people create what they want. And there we have Celestia ranting about stuff after criticizing people for ranting about stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Seriously though, I hope I did at least bring some new insights to these topics, and I hope that there's some positive change in the art community moving forward. Also, don't forget to vote on next week's topic on my Twitter, link in the description, and to enter the giveaway by commenting "Anime was a mistake" if you want to win a free tablet. If you liked today's video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I make this awful little squeak whenever I get a new subscriber, and it makes my cats jump, and it's hilarious. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.